condoms. A packet of condoms. You can choose the colour, the shape, and I believe some glow in the dark. I don't know why. Now, to me, as an educationist, the benefit of sexual revolution is sex education. That is very important. You don't know, in school, if you recall, you just talked and there was all wrong information. But with sexual revolution, you had sex education. And particularly in USA, they started early, in kindergarten. So out in the West, right, where you remember there were many sheriffs. The important one, and he was known as the fastest gun in the West, Hopalong Cassidy. So in this little school, yeah, the teacher gave a rudimentary lesson in sex. And the following week, she said, look, I will ask for example from the pupils in kindergarten. So, Mary Lou, do you have an example? Yes, miss. Last week, our cow had a calf. Oh, that's a good example of sex. What about you, Jimmy? Oh, yes. Last week, our cat had 6 kittens. Oh, that's a good example of sex. And then, so all it went round, there were all these examples, and the last one was Sammy. Sammy, do you have an example of sex? Yes, miss. Okay. Well, miss, it's like this. Out in the prairies, there is Hopalong Cassidy on his horse playing the ukulele. Then, all of a sudden, from behind the bush, there jumps an outlaw and says, hands up, Hopalong Cassidy, I've got you. In a flash of the lightning, Hopalong Cassidy draws his gun and shoots the outlaw. So the teacher said, oh, Sammy, I can't see any example of sex here. Oh, miss, it just goes to show you can't fuck around with Hopalong Cassidy. So, there is a lot of, right? Now, I have been in AusIMM 50 years. I remember when I should have been actually 60 years. But when I was a student, I somehow didn't have any money. So it took me another 10 years when I was in Otago, and I remember Sir Ian McLennan came. And he asked me, Nick, are you a member of AusIMM? I said, well, I will be soon, sir. Right? And since then, I can tell you that there are a lot of advantages of being a member of AusIMM. I have enjoyed it. I've done a lot of work for AusIMM in the Illawarra branch. We were the most financial branch. In fact, the head office wanted to take us over because we had so much money. So anyway, look, that's enough for me. Unless you want me to tell you. The problem is never tell half a story. Always tell a full story. Now you all know the story that we have been told. We have been told about the old bull, you know, the old bull and the young bull. Do you know that story? No, of course not. That's only half the story what you know. The story that you know is 2 bulls. Actually, there were 4 bulls. 4. So, there were young bull and the old bull and the older and the older still. So what happened was, the first part is as you know it. You know, they walk along and on the hill and they see some cows there. And the young bull says, let's run down and service us a cow. And the old bull said, no, let's walk down and service them all. There was the 3rd bull, the oldest still. No, let's just stay here and let them walk up. But the oldest bull said, no, let's hide so they won't see us.
Thanks, Prof. That was fantastic. Just to draw to a conclusion, as chairperson of the branch, I just want to thank a couple of people. This is probably the best job of the evening. It's actually the most humbling. I want to thank our speakers. So, Jeff, could you come up and help me hand over some gifts to our speakers? Firstly, Andrew, a most captivating talk. You've done what our GEOs have tried to do for years, and you did it legally. Thank you very much. That was fantastic.
Very great talk. Thank you. Really good. Wonderful.
And then Rex, if you can come up to hand over a gift to Jeff. You can't hand up to yourself.
I was wondering how you're going to do that. There you go, Jeff. Enjoy. It's a great book. There you go, Jeff.
A lot of history in those books, and I think it's a valued coffee table book from the branch. I'd like to actually thank Rex, who was our MC for the evening. With a special note, he chose the wine. So all those happy glasses you filled, it comes from his choice. Thanks, Rex. That was fantastic. Shane. Shane, our muso for the evening. Fantastic music, mate. And you're going to draw us into the early hours. And this is the best part of the evening. I want to thank our committee, in particular Angela and John Michael. They really pulled some hard yards with the organising of the evening, and Tess. Thank you very, very much. We pulled together a fantastic prize with Brenda Bella. There's a lot of negotiation trying to get that prize through. Thank you very, very much. I want to ask you how you did it, but I'd like some tips for future negotiations. I think one of the things is, without our committee's hard work, this event is not possible. And I take back what one of the previous committee members said, and he said, whatever you put in, you get tenfold back. And I guess if any one of you want to get more back from your institute, volunteer for the committee, you'll be well rewarded. And I just want to thank, first of all, our new members, the people that joined, so Jamie and Josh and the other 2 that have joined, as well as the old members. And one thing I want to really emphasise is our family. The family members that have come, and Dan and your partner and your bud. That's great. This is what the branch is about. Getting our family involved with the institute is really what keeps us alive and functioning healthily. Because without us, this is just an empty room. And I want to close and really thank everyone, and have a great evening and happy networking.